And they're off, and breaking a tad slowly was Dancing Threads. On the far outside, Leola's Girl goes for the early lead. Dipper's Appeal is right there racing in second. Now, Dancing Threads has recovered to race in third, just 3 lengths off the leader. Racing fourth on the outside is Real Foxy Lady. Got about 4 lengths to make up, and that makes Mrs. Sissy the trailer, and 6 lengths off the lead. The race into the far turn, a little over a quarter of a mile to go, and Blandford Stewart and Leola's Girl show the way by 2. Dipper's Appeal is chasing in second. Along the inside now, here comes Mrs. Sissy putting a run. She's 3 lengths off the lead and closing in quickly. They come to the top of the lane, and Leola's Girl shows the way by 3. Mrs. Sissy looks like the only one with a shot to get her on the inside. On the far outside, here comes Real Foxy Lady, but Leola's Girl is in front by 2 lengths with 70 yards to go. And Leola's Girl and Blandford Stewart win it by 3. Mrs. Sissy runs second. Real Foxy Lady was third. Dancing Thread. And they're off, and stumbling badly with Silent Flame, lost about 5 lengths. Tricky Great goes for the early lead between horses. On the outside, Preston Park is second, and down on the inside, Call For Me Oklahoma. They come under the wire with 1 lap to go, and Tricky Great and Laris Allen's going to show the way. Scott Sturr is going to maintain the rail with Call For Me Oklahoma, and these two have now drawn 3 lengths clear. Preston Park was racing third. And after that slow start, Silent Flame is relegated to fourth and last, and he's good 6 lengths off the leaders. They straighten away for the run down the backstretch, 3 furlongs to go, and Tricky Great shows the way by a half length. Call For Me Oklahoma is his constant companion on the inside, racing in second. Another 2 lengths back to Preston Park, who's under a ride in third and not doing a whole lot, and a big gap of 4 lengths back to Silent Flame. They're racing to the far turn, a quarter of a mile to go. On the outside, Tricky Great. On the inside, Call For Me Oklahoma is trying to cling to him. These two have now drawn 5 lengths clear of Preston Park, who's under a ride, and far back to Silent Flame. They come to the top of the lane, and Tricky Great's getting out a little bit on the outside. He's bearing out, but he's got the lead. Call For Me Oklahoma is going to try to cling to him on the inside, but Tricky Great is asked to go now, and there he goes. And Tricky Great now opens up the lead by 3. And Tricky Great and Laris Allen, they win it clear. Call For Me Oklahoma gained second. Preston Park was third, and Silent Flame ran fourth. And they're off, and rearing at the gate and losing the rider with Special Looky Wagon. On the far outside, Sales Pride broke well. Billie Jean Brown in the middle of the pack. Down towards the inside, I'm a Cool Dude. Also After Dawn. This one's wide open. After Dawn in the center of the track. On the inside, I'm a Cool Dude. On the outside, IBA Eagle. Here's the wire. IBA Eagle wins it ahead from After Dawn. Tight for third between I'm a Cool Dude and Sales Pride. Loose horse riders, loose horse. And they're off, and staying in the gate and braking very slowly was Jerry's car. Along the inside, Sonalta goes for the early lead. Between horses, Arabella Miss is right there in second, and 3 wide on the outside, Doodlet. Laris Allen gets over to the rail and moves through along the inside, and there goes Ida of March trying to get through on the inside. They're 4 across the track into the first turn, and far back to the slow starting Jerry's car. They're midway around the turn, a half mile to go, and Sonalta and Blandford Stewart show the way 3/4 of a length. On the inside, Ida of March is right there racing in second. Between horses, there goes Doodlet making a move on the outside, 3 wide now, just a length off the lead, and a length and a half back to Arabella Miss, who's losing some ground in fourth, and now coming from fifth and picking up a little bit of ground there is Jerry's car. They race into the far turn, the 3 across the track. Between horses, we've got Sonalta. Along the inside, Ida of March. 3 wide on the outside, Doodlet, and also trying to get involved here after that horrible start is Jerry's car, trying to do the impossible, and then a gap of 5 back to the trailer, who was Arabella's Miss. They come to the top of the lanes, 3 of them across the track with a furlong to go. On the outside, Doodlet. Between horses, we've got Sonalta. Along the rail, Ida of March. It's Doodlet putting her head in front. Between horses, here comes Sonalta coming back. Sonalta's fighting back with Doodlet, head in head, nose in nose for the wire. Here's the wire, very close. I believe it was Sonalta, but that was close. Doodlet was right there. Ida of March was third. And they're off. Broken and Ice Line. On the outside, Caesar Rules goes for the early lead. Global Smiles there between horses, and down on the inside, Ocean Victory. The race into the first turn, and Ocean Victory and Philip Clunas going to show the way by ahead. Global Smile right alongside, racing in second. A length and a half back, racing in third, and 3 wide is Caesar Rules. Then we come back to Beyond the Wall, is racing fourth, just 2 lengths off the leader. Then a big gap of 5 lengths back to Whiskey Shooter is back second last, and the trailer is Mr. Armstrong, 8 lengths off the lead. They straighten away for the run down the backstretch, and Global Smile has taken the lead. He leads a half length. Caesar Rules right there on the outside, an ominous black presence on the outside, racing second. Gap of 3 lengths now back to Ocean Victories, coming under ride and backpedaling under the pressure. And now Whiskey Shooter's trying to unwind from the back of the pack, but she's looking for racing room and good 8 lengths off the lead. They're midway around the turn, and Global Smile still has the lead ahead. Caesar Rules is asked to go after him now, and these two are stride for stride with a furlong to go. Whiskey Shooter's got some room and is trying to close in. They're off the turn, and Global Smile has the lead. Checking up there slightly was Caesar Rules, but Global Smile has opened up the lead by 3, and Global Smile and Ramiro Castillo win it by 4. Caesar Rules ran second. Whiskey Shooter was third. Beyond the Wall ran fourth. Racing in the Sprint Series, and Silver Lake Max is hustled up towards the inside. Private Swing is right there, and along the inside, there goes Pure Vertical. And Pure Vertical and Ramiro Castillo going to win the run into the first turn. Dubla Gold got away racing fourth, just 3 lengths off the leader. Outside of that one, we got Jackman racing in fifth. On the outside of that, we got Skimming Song is sixth, and 5 lengths off the lead. 3 more back to the trailer, Wisewood Bobby. 7 lengths would cover the field as they race up the backstretch. A 2-ply battle on the lead. On the outside, Silver Lake Max. On the inside, Pure Vertical, and these two are absolutely flying up front. Another 2 lengths back to Dubla Golds along the rail, racing in third. Just outside of that one, we got Private Swing who's moving up on the outside, and there goes Private Swing on the outside. 3 wide around the turn, and there goes Private Swing. He wants the lead, and right now he wants it. And Private Swing puts his head in front. Pure Vertical is going to try to go with him. Then we come back to Dubla Gold, who's got 3 lengths to make up. On the outside, Wisewood Bobby's beginning to unwind for the back of the pack. They come to the top of the lane, and Private Swing cuts the corner with a 2-length lead. On the outside, Wisewood Bobby. Dubla Gold is trying to close in between horses. It's Private Swing in front. Dubla Gold is charging between horses. Private Swing, here's Dubla Gold. Private Swing's going to get there. Private Swing wins it in the neck from Dubla Gold. Wisewood Bobby was third. Pure Vertical was fourth. Racing in the Sprint Series, and breaking slowly were Look for Answers and Woods Hole. Rocky Ice is hustled up along the inside to go for the lead. Get It Done, Got It Did is right there between horses, and Woom Broom Express 3 wide into the first turn. Woods Hole is racing in fourth along the inside, 3 lengths off the leader. Then we come back to 88, who's racing in fifth. He's got 4 lengths to make up. Then we come back to Look for Answers, who's second last, and the trailer is Slew's Academy. 7 lengths would cover the field as they race up the backstretch. Woom Broom Express and Scott Stir show the way by ahead. Rocky Ice is right there on the rail in second, and these two are going quickly. Get It Done, Got It Done is sent to the 3 path by Laris Allen. Outside of him, we got 88 putting in a run, and there goes 88, just 3 lengths off the leader. Another 2 back to the inside to Woods Hole. Then we come back to the trailers, who are Look for Answers and Slew's Academy. They're midway around the turn, and Woom Broom Express showing the way. Get It Done, Got It Did is right alongside. 3 wide on the outside is 88, and along the inside is Rocky Ice. They're off the turn, and Get It Done, Got It Did puts his head in front. On the far outside, 88 is coming on and trying to challenge, but Get It Done, Got It Did, and Laris Allen are going to get there, and Get It Done, Got It Did wins it in the neck from Woom Broom Express. 88 was third. Rocky Ice ran fourth. Racing in the Derby Challenge, and Snowbound Beast got away well. Down towards the inside, I'll Think About It. On the far outside, SR Road to Glory. But it's I'll Think About It on the inside. Snowbound Beast waving back and forth. On the far outside, SR Road to Glory, but it's Snowbound Beast in the center of the track. Snowbound Beast, SR Road to Glory, Snowbound Beast, and Ramiro Castillo. They win the Derby Challenge. SR Road to Glory ran second. Tight photo for third between I'll Think About It, Ricochet, and Poutin' with Speed. In line. Racing in the Triple K Oilfield's Grand Prairie Derby. Via Bar None goes for the early lead along the inside. Racing out there in second is One for Gus. Omission's going to tuck in racing third, just 2 lengths off the leader. Outside of that one, we got Mountain Minister racing fourth and 4 lengths off the lead, and 2 more back to the trailer, who is Troubles a Brewin'. 6 lengths would cover the Derby field as they come into the stretch for the first time. The pace and honest one here as Via Bar None and Tegan Olton show the way. Racing in second is Mountain Minister on the far outside. Between horses, we got One for Gus. Omission is tucked in just along the inside, just a length and a half off him. Troubles a Brewin' moves in up, racing in fifth, just 4 lengths off the lead as they bunch up into the first turn. A little over a half mile to go, and Via Bar None shows the way 3/4 of a length. Outside of that one, One for Gus is racing in second. Now Omission is racing third, just 2 lengths off the lead. He's tucked in along the inside. He's going to need some racing room. Outside of that one, we got Mountain Minister. Then another half length back to Troubles of Bruin, who's beginning to unwind from the back of the pack. They race down the backstretch, and Via Bar None is still there, showing the way by 1. Omission is going to try to put in a run now along the inside. On the far outside, there goes Troubles of Bruin, and Troubles of Bruin moves to the outside. Omission has taken the lead, 1/4 mile to go. Omission opens up the lead by 2. Via Bar None can't go with them. Troubles of Bruin's trying to close on the outside, and then 1 for Gus. They're midway around the turn, and Omission is full of run. Omission comes to the top of the lane in front by 5. Troubles of Bruin is moving into second on the inside, 1 for Gus. But Omission and Laris Allen, a scintillating performance here. They win the Triple K Oilfields Grand Prairie Derby by 6. 1 for Gus was second. Troubles of Bruin third. Via Bar None was fourth.